Hi, Heather. First of all, I want to tell your friends that we're offering our $1 offer again. So if you have, somebody who thinks they could use our service, and join our community of getting government grants, it's $1 until the 25th, midnight the 25th. You could join for 5 days for $1, and that should get a glimpse of how our stuff works and how people help you, other members help you here, and so so you don't have to commit the $20 to us, and you can try it for $1. And we do this every so often, just to educate new people. I mean, I'd give all this stuff away for free because the government, I think, should be doing this, not me. But it gives me a living, so I very much appreciate it, and I have something to do. And I always thought the government would do this. Why doesn't the government make this easier and train people about what this is? I mean, people are missing so much of life by not knowing about, what I call the free money economy. This is what it is, the free money economy. This is the green and yellow, blue. That's government, and this is nonprofit. This is capitalism. That's what's in Google. Capitalism is Google. Everything there you have to pay money for to solve problems. But we have another part of our society that I call the free money economy. So we have two economies. Capitalism and then the free money. Now the free money doesn't advertise, so that's why you don't find them in Google, and they take some special kind of information, not really techniques, just you haven't done it before. Like you never rode a bike before. You could ride a bike, but, but you have to get on and try it. You can't learn how to ride by just looking at it. And so that's why for $1 you could try it for 5 days and see how the system works and what you have to do, because it really is a way to not use Google. See, the whole process is not to use Google. Yes, I have a few people are interested in this. Oh, thank you, Heather. Yeah, if Matthew Lesko. Hi, Tammy. Tammy. She was probably member number 1. We're getting old together. Well, I am. Tammy's like 12, I think, or something. She's just great. And it's important that people know this. I mean, I really believe that I should not be doing this, government should, and also realize I cannot guarantee that you'll get the money. And nobody could guarantee you'll get the money. Only the people giving out the money. So if anybody on the internet's a guarantee you get a grant, that's bullshit. I can't do that. And I've been studying this 50 years. But I can guarantee that every program we give you is real. They all give out money. And that's all I can guarantee. The rest is up to you. It's sort of like a dating service, Okay, here's people want to go out with people, and here's you, and hey, maybe this will work, maybe it won't, and that's what it is. That's what I am. Clara, how are you, dear? So nice to see you here. Shanika, huh? Nora. But this is so important. Now, I was reading, and people don't realize, I mean, when you think of it, look at, we have 40% of everybody in our country is trying to help you. I mean, think of that. 40% of everybody in our country is trying to help you. You don't know that because you don't talk to them. You go to Google, and this is 60% that want to get money from you. So they're very nice to you, right? But you don't have money. So this is why it's a zero-sum game for you going to Google, because you don't have money. Everybody there is going to ask you for money. You cannot go there, okay, if you don't have money, but you don't know your options. And that's what we do, is to teach you how this is all set up, and they're all free. The key is you have to use only websites that end in .gov or .org. .gov or .org. And it's not just about finding an application. You have to get that out of your head. I mean, sure, eventually you do, but it's a little too complicated now, because there's so many programs, and they're different in every city, county, state. And what the process is finding people in your city, your county, your state, whose job it is in this part of the economy to help you with financial problem. There is no $1 anywhere in the United States. I don't know, somebody said no $1 anywhere. But no, letsgodollar.com. That's where you apply for Let's Go Help for $1, letsgodollar.com. So if that's what you're looking for, it's not letsgohelp.com, that's the $20 one, but we have a special offer called letsgodollar.com. And at letsgodollar.com, you sign up, and by the end of the day, you could be applying for grants, yeah? Because you sort of put in your dollar, and then we'll charge, if you stay, you're gonna be billed $20 a month after that, okay? And today, I mean, we have probably 3-4 hours at least of members who are members like Tammy, who's on live now with us. She has a video, not a video, a live stream that will answer your questions about getting it. And see, the reason I'm very anxious about this is that our society is going down the toilet. Not literally, but we're certainly over our peak as American leading the world. And one reason is that we're creating more poor people in our country than any other developed country. So if you take all the rich countries in the world, and there's about 30 of them, okay, and you check what the poverty rate, what percentage of the population is in poverty, ours is the highest. We have the highest rate of poverty in all the developed countries. We also have the highest rate of millionaires and billionaires. I mean, it's crazy, but that's what's really happening. We're splitting our country. Rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. And the data all show that. If you show me something different, I'd be happy to see. But I've been watching this stuff for 50 years, since I started about 1980 or so in there. And watching that, watching what happens to the average person in America is getting worse off. I mean, my kids are worse off than me, you know, and when I, you know, my generation were better off than their parents, but now most generations are worse off than their parents because of this. Here's what's happening to wages. Who's making money and how much of the money is going to whom. So this shows you how much money is spent every year, okay? How much income comes in to everybody in the United States. Okay, back in 1980, the bottom 90% of people got 70% of the income. The bottom 90% of the people got 70% of the income. The top 10% of the people got 30% of the income. So as a percentage of income, the rich people got more of it, okay? But 30% versus 10%, and the bottom 90% got 70%. But you go upward to 2023, look what happens. The bottom 90% is shrinking their percent of prosperity, but the country is growing. The country gets richer every year, but 90% of us get poorer every year. The bottom 10% get a hell of a lot richer every year. So that's, you know, from 1980 now, so that's 40 years or more of watching that. And that's a pity. And we blame a lot of reasons, but I don't know. But you're not alone if you feel tight with money. You're not alone. 90% of us have seen their income shrink over the last 40 years. 90%. So I'm trying to show people alternatives. I mean, the alternatives that are like for help. I mean, I just heard a story today on the radio. This woman who started a nonprofit in a city in California that had a fire a couple of years ago. So she wanted to help the city. She started a nonprofit, and now what she does is give grants to people who got affected in the city. FEMA gave their grants or whatever, that's all gone. But she started a nonprofit that helps even more. See, we live in a country where 40% of the people want to help each other. That's what they're here for. That's all. That's why they get up in the morning to help other people who live in America. That's 40%. Shit, that's a lot. I don't know, that's 150 million or 200, something, there's 350 million in the country, something like that, 340. So we have 40% of the people that get up every morning to help their neighbors. I mean, it's just like when you want to help your neighbor, if they had a problem, if they lost their house or whatever, you'd go over and you won't ask them for the credit card, you'll just help them, right? That's what these people do. These people first ask for your credit card. And that's fine. I mean, capitalism did well. But I think it's not capitalism that's bad, it's people rigging the system, because why are 90% of the people getting less and less of our economy every year for the last 40 years? And the top 10% are getting more and more. Now, the economy's growing, right? So somebody's getting more and somebody's getting less. And we like pointing fingers at all kinds of people, no matter what it is. The reality is you're making less. And you have to do something about it. And one is learn about the programs that help you to get over the humps or the problems. Like right now, you can go to one of my favorite websites for the free money economy is called findhelp.org. So you go to findhelp.org and you put in your zip code. And after that, you put in this, financial assistance. Financial assistance, okay? Financial assistance. I'm gonna put it in my, okay, financial assistance. So when you go to findhelp.org, you put in your zip code and put in financial assistance. Okay, I got 273 organizations that give out financial assistance for free. Everything in findhelp.org is free. And all kinds of things you can get in there, whether it's help with your children or help fix your car or rent or all these kinds of things. It's all free. But you have to learn how to use them. Now, this is different than if you found, somebody going to sell you something. You have to learn this system. And the way you learn this system is by calling people. His hair and eyebrows are, I trim my eyebrows a lot. What I hate is these old guys that have hair coming out all over. I don't mind on my head, that's sort of fun. But the eyebrows were getting like lampshades. And I'd go swimming and they'd be down in front of me. But you have to learn how to use this. Whether you use me or not, these programs are there. You have to use your phone. There's no shortcut. You can't, and you're going to be hung up on. You're going to have to wait on hold, and all that stuff that happens as a human. Don't pretend that life is perfect. Man, no, you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. So why you think everybody else should be perfect? That's human nature. I'm the same way. I tried to upgrade my order to get the info for my state. And there was the order, Heather, you don't have to get any upgrade to get your state report. Okay, Tammy, can you show Heather where to download the state report for her state? Oh, you already did. Okay, are you okay, Heather? I looked at earlier in the chat. I'm sorry. This is an old man. I'm a step behind everybody. Well, thank you, Tammy. And that's why once you pay our $20, you got everything. You know, I'll throw you the kitchen sink if you promise to clean it. I gotta clean it after this. So, I'll include the kitchen sink if you clean it for me. Actually, my wife has her eyes are failing her, and so she can't see anything. And I'm I don't know. I'm a little anal on cleaning. It's interesting. So I just pretend. I don't have, now I can't yell at her anymore. She can't see. But it's interesting. Life is changing. And if you don't think life is going to change, just wait till tomorrow. My business was formed in Jersey, but I'm now in San Diego, Texas. Well, it doesn't matter. You want to get customers. So if you want to register it in Texas or leave it in New Jersey doesn't matter. You don't have to worry for a while. Just start getting customers and selling. If you need professional help on what to do with that, Raphael, is you go to America's SBDC, okay? americassbdc.org. Find a local office, call them up, make an appointment, and tell them you need help doing that, okay? They'll give you free help to do that. If you go to Google and do that, you're gonna get an accountant, a lawyer that'll charge you hundreds of dollars or thousands, who the hell knows what. Don't do any of that. Get the free help first. Anything you have in life, I believe, is free. But it may take some effort, but if you can pay for do it, that's fine. If if it's too much work for you, that's fine. You don't have to use this free money, but it may not be easy. It may be, maybe not. I also bought your state reports. I'm confused. Yeah, that's a one-time report, the state report. The service is a community. Our community now has about 15,000 people that help each other get government grants. So like right now, I'm on live chat on the community, answering questions to members, and people in TikTok, which is back live, and YouTube, you're eavesdropping, on what we do. And it's also to educate. I mean, I tell you the truth, I would have the whole service for free. I used to charge thousands and thousands of dollars for this, but then the only rich people could afford it. I was making money, but it wasn't gratifying for me. And so I wanted to get something where the average person, if you could have spent $1,000 to do something like this, you're no fun to help. For me anyway. Somebody else will have fun doing that. But to me, this money is for everybody, and I want to help the people who really need it. If you could afford to give me $1,000 a month, you don't really need this money. You're living well. There's too many people, that are falling below the cracks. So we have a highest poverty rate in the developed world. So we have more poor people in this country than any other developed country. Now, why don't we talk about that? No, we're talking about, I don't know what the fuck. It's crazy. And that's the problem. And I think this is where pissed off people are, because they're not part of the system. They got cut out, and you can't get ahead. I would love the help. America spoke. Yes, they're pissed off. That's why Trump is here. The Democrats weren't promising anything different. Now, I don't know, giving Trump the keys to the car again, I think we got to worry about him coming back with it. My business formula now and say, okay, got that. The Zoom meeting on our part-time, I am not Eastern Standard Time. Some are, there are different time zones all over, John. Some are Eastern, some are Pacific or whatever. And there's also, you could watch the videos of them later too. And also on weekends. I mean, we have these on weekends. So there's all kinds of ways to do that. And ask us questions. That's the best thing. Go to the question corner and start asking questions. That's how you get answers. They're not going to jump off the page or whatever. You have to ask questions because that's the important part of everything we do, is asking questions. Okay, I provided both reports for you. Okay, Tammy gave you the state reports, good. I took an SBA loan and the business didn't work out. We're now struggling to pay back the loan. I need some help filling for loan for forgiveness. Okay, Carla, the same thing. Go to get the, you may need a little deeper help. Go to sba.gov/local assistance. Okay. And you will see, put in your zip code, and then you'll see maybe 6, 10, 12, 20 organizations that help you with any problem with your business. You have a problem with your business. This is very important to get help like that of people who've done this before, so you don't get paralyzed and ignore it. You want to follow up because you're not the only person in the world that this has happened to. So they have programs and everything to help you through this. And if that doesn't work, after you talk these free counselors that I just gave you on SBA.gov, see, the database at SBA.gov hooks you up with nonprofit organizations that help you with any kind of business problem. And that's the important. And if they don't work, SBA does not provide loans. They are a resource. The SBA does provide loans. Yeah, they don't provide grants much anymore. They provide a few, but not loans. But you don't want them. You want the people that are mentors on the SBA list, okay? And then you want to contact your elected official. And you go to Common, C-O-M-M-O, you gotta know how to spell. commoncause.org. Okay, so you want to go to commoncause.org, put in your zip code, and find your 2 senators and your congressman, and tell them you have trouble paying. They can also go to the back door and help you get a good deal about getting getting relief on that loan you have. They're your people. You don't go to lawyers, you don't go to Google or whatever. You go to those nonprofit organizations and you go to your elected official, okay? And you don't rely on one person to solve your problem. If they say they will, you keep going and find others that will help you too, because it's too unsecure of a life to believe that one person is going to solve everything. Please click the link above to see all the live Zooms. Oh, nice. Thank you, John. Yeah, so that's important to do. And also, today, I don't know, Trump has a $500 billion program he's starting today with some of the fat cats from artificial intelligence, AI companies. And so he's putting together $500 billion. I mean, that's incredible to me. And what it's going to do, I got to put a plug in here before our power cord actually. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, $500 billion. Okay, now this is going to be in, I see I got my camera offline. This is a camera that has a brain, so it decided I moved, so it moved the camera, but I really didn't move, you dummy. This may be a stupid way, but every time I click on the links in the link that you send me, this message pops up. Your client does not have permission to get the URL. God, what is that? And put a link in and let Tammy check it, okay, Raphael? Because our client, yeah, see if Tammy could chase this down. That shouldn't happen. If you remember, you remember. If you're in here, you're a member. So it isn't for us. It must be something outside of here. That link is. So tell us what link you're having problem with. But the $500 billion is very important because this is going to be new high-tech jobs. Now, he says he's going to have 100,000 jobs soon. I don't know what that means. That could be 10 years for this guy. So you can't count it on, by payday. But to me, what it is an indication of the kinds of things that are happening in the United States. And this is building new careers and new technologies, and they require training. And when they're going to put in $500 billion to create a new industry, they have to train people. And that means you could get free training, and these jobs will be high-paying jobs. So even without a college degree, and right now they're like that now too, you could get a good high-paying job without a college degree. And even many of the training programs will even pay you while you're training, up to $40,000, $50,000 a year while you're training with just a high school diploma to get a $100,000 a year job. Now to get those, because they're out there now, so you can't live long enough to have Trump, get his 500 billion on the street. That could take years and years. So you want to go to findhelp.org, findhelp.org, and put in your zip code, and then you call and make an appointment with a counselor there about training programs. You call them. Now you have to make some other calls here too. Also, you want to go to your local community college and call them to make an appointment. They have grant money to train you for free for a high-paying job. Now, there's a third place to go for this. You go to findhelp.org, findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and then put in job training, and you'll find 200-300 more programs. There are so many job training programs out there. It's amazing. Now, it's going to take time for you to shift through that and find the ones that are right for you. And the best way to do that is by calling these people. You just don't go to a website. You call them, people, okay? Let's see, Rafa. Yeah, no, that doesn't work for me either. Yeah, I don't know where you got that website, Raphael. I don't know if... Oh, Tammy has one. Maybe is that the real one? Unbelievable. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, maybe. Yeah, Tammy's works, at least for me. It pulls up for me. Okay, yeah. That second one, the first one that he had didn't work for me. It pulls up for me. Okay, so we got that. Okay. Listen, I got to do a podcast soon, and they're sort of fun. They keep me in the game a lot, because I have these people and I tell them about the program. None of these people know anything about these programs. And these are intelligent people running podcast operations all over. They don't know about them, so don't feel badly that you're the last person to know about this. No, you're among the first. Because none of these advertise. And that's important. So that's why if you want to be a member, join our community. Oh, works now. Great. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for your patience, Raphael. If you want to be a member of Let's Go Help Community, where people help each other get grants, we have 15,000 members now. And so you could try us for $1. And that offer, the $1 offer, will give you 5 days of unlimited help. You get Tammy's help, my help, everybody for 5 days. And then we're going to charge you $20, okay? So that's what happens after 5 days, and then it's $20 a month. And remember, we don't guarantee that you'll get money. We can't. Nobody can guarantee you'll get money. We guarantee that these are real programs, and millions of people are using them every year, and you have to learn how to do that, okay? And that's why I'm so happy we're able to charge only $20, because I can't just send you an application, you fill it out, and you get the money. That will probably not happen. It may, but it probably won't. You have to learn this system, and this is real money that you could use to really improve your life, and improve your life forever and for always, because these are tools in our society. It's sort of like living in Texas and not knowing there's oil under the ground. That's what you're like. You live in America and don't realize 40% of America is spouting out free money, but you have to dig it out. Not bad. I spent that on cigarettes in 2 days. Wow. You got to stop that. I know it's hard, man. I stopped. I smoked for 20 years ago. Okay, take care, guys. Love you all, and thank you for your kind words. They're always welcome and important. The power we have just to be kind. Let'sGoDollar.com. That's why I say if you want to join for $1, it's Let'sGoDollar.com, okay? And that ends on the 25th of the month at midnight, 25th. So you got 2-3 more days to take advantage of the $5. And as soon as you sign up, you could be, attending our workshops which are all free. No extra charge for anything that we do. Once you spend the $1, that's it.